on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And roaming the sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce. We'll see the New York Knicks and the Toronto Raptors. Here's Robinson. Gasol with the defensive effort.
You'd rather see him dunk that. Impose your will if you can.
Count that one.
I'd say this guy just loves having the ball in his hands. And why not when Lowry can make moves like that?
New York moving it around. And it's Brunson missing.
Got his hand out enough on that one to bother the three-point attempt. Great hustle on that one.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
Just 5 to shoot. Lowry. Here's Leonard. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Boy, Kawhi helping to set the tone with that kind of energy, creating second chances. Nicely done.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Outside Gasol. For 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Here's Brunson. Takes it inside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Boy, Jalen Brunson just reads what the defense concedes, and on that one, it's a drive.
And here's Gasol outside. Drills the three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
They get it again. Over to the left wing. Brunson, no good. It's been a quick start here for Toronto. It's a 3-point game. Outside, Green. Back to Lowry. Beyond the arc. A new 14 for the Raptors. Puts up a deep 3 from beyond the arc and then some. Lowry's got 5 points so far.
Kyle Lowry never shy about how far away from the cup he might be. Boy, that was a long, deep ball.
Robinson misses.
Boy, that is tough defense. Exactly how you want to play him.
Towns with the steal. Here's Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Wow, Miguel showing off a bit of verticality on that finish.
Outside for Lowry.
2 minutes left in the first. 2 minutes.
It's rebounded by Brunson.
Listen, he's a confident player, but if you're going for that kind of finish, you better finish it.
That one goes. Count it.
I'll tell you what, it's hard to stop Karl Anthony Towns when he's looking to score. He's got every trick at his arsenal.
Lowry's shot is good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here is Lowry after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Outside for Gasol. And a fast break now for the Knicks. On the wing, Bridges. And there's the drive. Rebound by the Raptors. Here's Lowry. And the wide open shot from Green. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
To me, you've got to chase Danny Green off the line. Make this guy put it on the deck because the three-point shot is his most dangerous weapon.
Outside Lowry.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
This is his first free throw of the game. The first one falls. And so he makes both from the line.
Well, this is what we've come to expect from him, right? Excellence at the foul line.
Here's Robinson. Empty that time from Leonard. And here's Toronto. They're on a 14-6 run. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
Here's Brunson. Lays it up off the glass.
The assist.
Yeah, don't be fooled by the height, guys. Brunson is a terrific finisher inside.
Raptors leading by 6. Outside Lowry. Oh, wide open look for Gasol. Hands it from downtown. Gasol's got 6 points.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the will.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Raptors lead by 9. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Raptors?
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Karl Anthony Towns is now familiar with the ethos of this Knicks team. He said they're gritty, they find a way to win, they never quit, bringing that New York mentality every single night. It's something that you recognize when you get to live in that kind of a culture. Guys?
They are relentless. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. And so Green will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. And Towns throws it down.
Oh, Mr. Towns can hurt you from anywhere, and that includes putting it on your head.
To the wing on the left. Siakam with it. Now guarded by Towns. Pass to Gasol. And finished off by Gasol.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Lowry for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Lowry's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Toronto. Here's Brunson. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Brunson's got 4 points this quarter. Here's Leonard. Outside for Gasol. And again, Toronto with the triple.
I'll tell you size up the defense. You know when to rise and fire and to catch and shoot. Marc Gasol doing work.
Back to Siakam. Down low. Leonard. Robinson with the block. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Well, don't sleep on the foot speed of Karl Anthony Towns. He's a factor in transition.
Lowry with the ball. Robinson picks him up. Takes it out to Leonard. Launches a 3. Good, and he hit. Goes to Gasol. Leonard's got 5.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Gasol up top. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Siakam misses.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Here's Lowry. .144 left in the first half. Shot clock at 6. The high post shot. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Here's a guy who's always willing to take what the defense gives him. If his teammates are open, yes, Kyle Lowry will find him. But if he needs to be aggressive, he can do that as well. Oh, nice bucket. This guy's so mindful about the way he attacks.
Lowry for 3. And they get it back to the left wing. From deep three-point land. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. One of the stories here, Kyle Lowry getting it done today.
Just killing it from deep. They've got to be all up in his jersey at all times. Give him even an inch, and you're just asking for him to drop another triple on him.
Knicks trail by 17. Here's Brunson. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Boy, the ability to stop on the dime and rise and fire Jalen Brunson, that is outstanding.
Pass to Ibaka. Lowry. Ibaka, no luck. 35 seconds left to play here in the half. Good on the bucket.
Wow, a level of physicality brought to OG Anunoby, and he says, I can match that.
Anunoby outside. Back to Lowry. This one for 3. They grab their own miss. They kick out to Anunoby. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Boy, Ibaka is such a great teammate. This guy is always willing to find the open man.
And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
1 second left. Brunson. Up and in on the layup. Brunson's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Hey, guys,
and that concludes the first half. Toronto ahead, leading by 14. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Lowry can't get it to go.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Now, Anunoby. The kick out to Towns. Off target at the rim. Raptors leading by 14. Back to Lowry. Ibaka right side. Over Robinson. That one off the back iron and out.
A contested mid-range shot can't be what they were looking for there.
Well, especially with that defensive player in the area. You know he's going to find a way to get into the shooter and make him uncomfortable.
Ibaka outside. Bridges with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. And Towns throws it down.
Assist goes to.
I'll tell you, so many different aspects to his offensive arsenal. Towns flashing solid handle ability.
Bounce pass from Lowry. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Pass to Anunoby. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Anunoby's got 6 points.
What a boost to have Kyle Lowry running the show. Selfless, smart, and always looking to create.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Hey, OG Anunoby is so disruptive. He's led the league in steals. And he said, I want to be the defensive player of the year. I've always thought I was the best defender in the league. I'm athletic enough, strong enough, and smart enough to defend every single position. Back to you, Kevin.
Very confident. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. 4 on the clock. Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
And Ibaka does a little bit of everything, including rolling quickly after setting that screen.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Anunoby. And yes, it's good.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some more.
Back to Lowry. Inside. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Toronto needs to get off the shot.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Here's Towns.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys. Outside for Lowry. Buries the long-range jumper. Lowry's got 27 points.
Can't let Lowry get comfortable from beyond the arc because he's more than capable of hurting you from there.
Out to Brunson. Pass to Bridges. Here's Anunoby. And Anunoby slams it in.
Michael Bridges.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. The shot by Lowry, no good. Knicks trail by 17. Here's Brunson. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
Boy, whenever this team has needed a bucket, Jalen Brunson has been there right now in complete command of this ball game.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. And here's Brunson outside. It's rebounded by Moreland. And stolen by Anunoby. Brunson, left side. Oh, Brunson, good from range. And Toronto turns it over again.
Yeah, a little bit of miscommunication there. They'll want to talk about that one.
5 seconds left in the third. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Raptors lead by 11. And we're just moments.
49.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Knicks trail by 11. It's stolen by Lowry. Count the basket. Lowry's got 11 points here in just the second half. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Toronto.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Brunson with a clean look. Drops in the tray. Brunson's got 30.
Just good on-ball decision-making from Brunson right there. This guy a master in the pick and roll.
On the wing, Green. From outside, off the mark. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. Down by 12. Shoots it up. And again, it's New York.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
And Siakam has it in the corner. Outside for Lowry. Back to Siakam. Shoots the three. Good on the three-point shot. Siakam's got his first 3 points of the game.
This is an evolving part of Siakam's game. Everyone wants to see him get more confidence at the arc.
Leonard on the wing. Stolen by Robinson. Pass to Bridges. Tries from 16. Jump shot is good that time. And that's now 6 points for Mikal Bridges. Here's Gasol. Off target from three-point range.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
Now Robinson. Outside, Towns. Brunson outside. 6 to shoot. Fires for 3. And the rejection by Lowry. And they recover it. Robinson. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Leonard attacking. Pass to Gasol. Right side Lowry. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul.
Well, he bailed him out with that one. The shot clock was low. You got to just play straight up D. That is not the time to take a foul.
And again, Toronto no luck.
Oh, rising up from the mid-range, but doesn't exactly look confident about it.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Here's Leonard. Puts the fadeaway right on the money. And the Raptors lead by 10.
Totally dialed in. Leonard makes quick work from that mid-range.
That's a 2 from Towns. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And here is Siakam. Here's Lowry. Here's Gasol. Robinson pulls it in. Brunson surveying the D. Pass to Anunoby. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. Here's Brunson. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Brunson's got 37.
That's business right there. Jalen Brunson, the catch, shoot, and on to the next play.
Here's Green. Takes it out to Siakam. To the inside. Here's Lowry. Bridges with some nice defense.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over. And you have to be more careful with the basketball. These are possessions that you don't get back.
From deep, Brunson. Good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. Takes it out to Leonard. Back to Lowry. Over Robinson. Back to Lowry. A 3-ball. No good there. So it's Toronto winning this one. It was a...
Bye.